What's up, y'all? In today's video, at least the first one, don't let fear win. Do not let fear win. Now, I'll never be one to try to pretend that I am fearless. You know what I mean? To be fearless, that's not what makes you brave. It is the presence of fear and moving in spite of it. That's what makes you brave. But I see what fear does to people, like I see what it has done to me. It plays a trick on you, convinces you that you're not enough, that you don't have the capabilities, that it's not going to work out in your favor. And so naturally, we try to play it safe, stick to the devils that we know, but at the very least, yes, we want to play it safe. And we find comfort in all that is familiar. And of course, you know that comfort is short-lived, whether if it's hiding behind a relationship or hiding behind some food, no matter how nutritious, hiding behind food, hiding behind a television show, video games, drugs, weed and alcohol, and whatever else, caffeine or something, I don't know. But we hide behind these things. And for some of us, we hide behind religion, and we say that maybe Jesus will work it out, which I have no problem with, especially if it empowers you to move in spite of the fear. That's what I think. That's the highlight of religion, is that it propels you to do good. It propels you to put your best foot forward. And but yeah, for a lot of us, we let the media fill us up with fear. They tell you what to fear. That's their role, that's their job. Never really selling you a solution. They have no solutions for you, just the fear. Now you're afraid to go out your front door. And the lesson that you learned far too late in life is that if you would have moved in spite of your fear, you would have been better off. No one ever wishes that they would have been a coward. Many people wish that they were brave, just to take a couple shots, man, just to believe in themselves, to be the hero of their own story, to not be an NPC, to be the main character, because this is your life. And no matter what, if you follow somebody else's plan, if you follow yours, you get the bill. You get the bill of the decisions that you made. Nobody else. And you gotta remember that. And when it comes to something like the fear of putting yourself out, there's always a bit of apprehension of how you will be received. But this is your life. You gotta do it. And one thing that I tell my daughter, a lot of messages that I relate to my daughter, I'm relaying to myself. It's like, she tell me that she's scared, I tell her, well, do it anyway. Just do it anyway. You get in the habit of doing something in spite of the fear. One thing is, you will realize that it was really nothing to fear at all. And that was just it was bigger in your imagination than in reality. It was worse in your imagination than in the reality and that you quite literally had nothing to fear at all. We waste a lot of our fight or flight on things that aren't even really life-threatening. No saber-toothed tigers, no lions and bears, no mastodons, no hippos, not even a pit bull. Just fear of how we will be received. Sounds silly when you mention it, huh? Like when you think about it. Oh, what will they say about me? Or what will they think about me? But you're not winning. You're not living the life you want to live. And in order to live the life you want to live, all you have to do is stop caring about what people have to say about you or what people think about you. You really can't even control that. You can't control that at all. So you can try to check all the right boxes, be politically correct, and you're still going to find judgment. You're still going to find it. So it's like, it really makes no difference, because if you are afraid of judgment or what this person may say or think, are you going to be able to accept it if you try to check all the boxes being politically correct and you still reach that judgment? People still have something bad to say about you. You're not going to be at peace. You're not going to be at peace because you're playing a game, a losing game, and trying to get people to like you and to accept you for a role that you're playing. You're lying. You are acting. You're coloring inside of the lines. That's not going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel like a people pleaser. You are purposely clipping your wings, tucking your tail in between your legs. You are effectively shaving your edges to be accepted in a society that doesn't even favor you. So you're getting further away from learning what it means to be you. You're getting further away from winning. You're getting further away from being happy. Don't you want to be happy? So if I had to encourage you to do anything, it's to feel that fear and step forward because of it. Because I think it's much better to willingly put yourself out there and do the uncomfortable things as opposed to having to react when you're placed in that situation and you really don't have a choice. So you want to get into the habit of doing just that, doing the uncomfortable things, speaking up for yourself, saying no, putting out art that you like, speaking on subject matters that matter to you, not engaging in subject matters that don't matter to you, not dancing to music that you don't really like. See, that's the thing. And I'm not a party goer at all, especially because, I don't really put myself in environments where there's a lot of drinking and stuff like that, just because. I don't feel any temptation or nothing, but it's just like, okay, if I'm not drinking and I don't dance, why would I go to where there's drinking and dancing? Doesn't sound like I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna look like a fucking stick in the mud. But yeah, even like when I was like drinking and things like that, I had a tough time. Like when I would go to like these clubs, I never really went to clubs. I never been to a club. But when you go to like whatever, any type of parties or whatever, and music was playing that I didn't really care for, I didn't want to feel pressure to groove to the song like everybody else is. You know what I mean? It just felt unnatural. And what I'm saying is, like, it's unnatural to try to mirror the society around you. It's unnatural, and that's why a lot of people are unhappy. It's because I think subconsciously we understand that there are some boxes to be checked, and the more boxes you check in your particular environment, in theory, the more accepted you will be. You know, if you're in the Democratic area, Joe Biden, Kamala, all the way. No one will say anything bad about you. If you're a black man and you're talking about, Trump, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear about it. People going to call you a coon, all types of things. Ask me how I know. And really, I couldn't care less about this matrix. But yeah, I understand how it works. And that's another thing. When you understand the rules of it, it's easier to break them in an ethical way. And that's what I'm spending my life doing. Breaking the rules in a legal, ethical way. And that is freedom. I still have a lot of work to do in that regard. We have work to do in facing our fears, because we were thrown into a society where they tell you how you should move. They tell you what you should fear. They tell you who your heroes are. They tell you who your enemies are. And they will pressure you to give into groupthink. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to encourage you to not give in to groupthink, because it just will not satisfy your soul. If you don't understand that now, one day when you get old and wiser and you got more sand behind you than in front of you, you'll be saying the same thing. You'll be saying the same thing to other people, or you'll be reflecting on that I really gave in to a society that didn't nurture me at all, that didn't help me grow. All it did was keep me down. I had dreams. I had ambitions. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. But I wanted to play it safe. And as a result, it turned out to be fatal. You know what I mean? Just silent, quick and deadly, like carbon monoxide. So be brave. Take on the fear. Go against the grain. Get stronger. What's uncomfortable will become your new comfort. So may you find comfort in the fight. And best wishes.